Crypto Billionaire 69 coming back at you guys with another daily in-depth technical analysis on the overall market and Dogelon Mars. Before we get into the charts, this is the Patreon. I haven't been posting, but I have been posting pretty much every day on the Patreon, buy and sell alerts. So if you're interested in getting my buy and sell alerts, then go ahead and click the link in the description to get started. Let's get straight into the charts. So, pretty much, if you go back and watch I'm not saying do it right now, but the 2025 price prediction video, we went over a few scenarios as to what can happen with the overall market and Dogelon Mars. And now that we have a clearer view of what's going on, it will be easier to predict what's going to happen again in the future. So, as expected, we saw some strong support right before, during the time of uncertainty leading up to the election, after the election. Literally day of, we saw this thing break all-time highs and continue to move up to these $80,000 levels. So right now is very important. We've seen the big money they're already in, and now they are pushing it higher, buying. Retail investors are buying as well. And it's about identifying the top, okay? So I already have in my mind a very, very key level at the top that I will be watching for our next point of resistance. I'll be dropping that in the Patreon as well. But for Dogelon Mars, it is a tricky situation. Not really, though. We have seen a nice, I believe it's like 80% move in the past month. Okay, so if you guys have been following these videos, and I know those of you in the Patreon, even in these little moves, we're making 20 to 40% in the month just from it consolidating, right? So if you guys have been following along and getting in at these support levels, then you will be up 70, 80% right now. So that's awesome. Good job. I know personally, I'm up pretty good, pretty big. I'm very happy with it. And I just am going to continue to churn my portfolio and make money compounding wise. So let's get into some key resistance levels here. Right around these 2316 levels is huge resistance, okay? We've seen it come up here, break down, and continue to make these lower highs. Boom, boom, boom. We did break through it though during this consolidation, okay? And now we are pushing through the previous resistance levels into our current resistance levels around these 2316. So that's why we're seeing a little bit of selling pressure at the moment. However, if Bitcoin continues to move higher, which it looks as though it will in this upcoming week, and we see this hit 83, 84, 85K levels, okay? Be very careful around that level. But that will allow Dogelon Mars to gain the momentum to push through this resistance level, okay? So I would highly recommend, considering taking some profits if you have not already, okay? It's always good to lock in profits, okay? Even if there's still more money to be made, you can always get back in on the next dip. But I'm not saying sell everything. I'm saying take some profits. You've worked hard. Treat yourself, get your money out of the market and move it. But yeah, like I was saying, I can't make these videos just on the spot. I need my computer, and my computer is not with me all the time. So, but my phone is. The Patreon, whenever I see a very, very key buy or sell point, I put it in the Patreon within 5 minutes. Okay, so if you are in the Patreon, for all you new Patreon subscribers, and you see the notification pop up, don't neglect it. Open it up and read it. Okay, just read it and take it into consideration. Maybe look at the charts and do what is best for your portfolio, of course. But it's very important because I keep my eyes on these charts all the time. So I am pinpointing the best levels to get in and out at this current time, because there's a lot of money to be made in this time, and you guys can set yourself up for the next 4 years just basing off of this pump, if you haven't already, and the opportunities coming up into the future. So make sure you're positioning yourself very wisely and keeping your eyes on the charts and watching these videos, of course. So yeah, Bitcoin $80,881. We want to watch those 83, 85K levels, okay? For next resistance. In Dogelon Mars, it needs to continue to hold around here, if not push through this 2316 level. Okay, it could. There's two scenarios that could happen. Okay, it could come back down and bounce here at these 1950s and continue to push higher as Bitcoin is hovering, trying to break through these 81Ks, moving up. Okay, that's scenario number one. Scenario number two is that we just see a complete breakthrough, like within the night, the next couple days, and this thing breaks these resistances and continues to move towards previous all-time highs. So if you're not in, if you're not positioned, it's not too late. Patience is key. If you need extra guidance, I highly suggest joining the Patreon. If you want to, if you don't even know how to read charts and you need to get your confidence up, go take the course. It's also in the description. Because this bull run, we've been waiting. It's 2025. This is pretty much 2025 now. This bull run will make millionaires and billionaires. Okay, so take advantage of it. Okay, you only got to do this once in your lifetime. That's it. Then you're rich. So I'll be here for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email at mycryptomoves@gmail.com. It's in the description as well. And yeah, join the Patreon. You can also text me on Patreon. And if you do join the Patreon, please text me with your break-even price. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to share more details, you can. But I definitely want to understand your break-even price, so I can cater the content towards the specific portfolios in the community. We are growing this community, and as more people join, we get more money circulating throughout the markets. We'll have more influence. You know how it goes. Things like that. So, Crypto Bean is 69. Keep your eyes on the charts. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.